All right, welcome here to the opening press conference of the group stages of the Concacaf W Champions Cup. I'm pleased to be joined with Esther Gonzalez and Juan Carlos Amorós. Juan, I will start with you. What does it mean for this team to be back in the 25-26 Concacaf?
Yeah, well, it's very important for us. We are obviously the reigning champions. It's something that we take a lot of pride on, and being the champions of the continent, obviously it was fantastic. The whole tournament, the experience of actually playing in Monterrey, in the Tigres Stadium, it was something that we will remember, but that's part of the past and who we are, and now we are the champions, and this is the competition that, we want to make sure that we win again. We want to be also in the FIFA competition in 2027, and the journey starts tomorrow against Monterrey. No?
And then one for Esther. Esther, what does this competition mean to you and the team after your final performance that you had in May?
Dice qué significa para ti esta competición y para el equipo después de las actuaciones que tuviste en la final de Monterrey.
Bueno, para nosotros como equipo es importante, ¿no? Seguir estando en esta competición, ¿no? Seguir compitiendo cada partido. Tenemos una mentalidad ganadora e intentar, ¿no? Volver a repetir lo que hicimos el año pasado, así que para nosotros es muy importante, ¿no? Ahora también pensando en el partido de mañana, ¿no? Intentar empezar como nos gusta, que es intentar ganar y sobre todo con una mentalidad buena.
She said that we love to compete, that that's the mentality of herself and the mentality of the team, that we have that winning mentality that for us is very important, that every time we go we play to win, and then obviously this competition is very important for us, and we want to make sure that we start tomorrow, we're thinking of the game of tomorrow and be ready to win the game tomorrow.
All right, Melanie?
Hello, how do I hold this like this?
Perfect.
Cool. Hi, I'm Melanie Anzire with The Athletic. Thank you for being here, and congratulations on your family news. Felicidades, la noticia de tu familia. Y bueno, principio, in English, as the defending champions and having experience in the tournament last year, what are some of the lessons that are valuable, coming into this a second time, whether it's player management, just understanding the different types of style of play, like what are some of the valuable lessons there?
For me?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that the main thing is obviously when you play international competitions, especially here in North America and the Caribbean, is definitely you face different styles, different ways of refereeing, different approaches to the game. So you have to be adaptable and you need to be ready to compete. I think for us, we started almost the preparation when we went to Colombia last year to play in a tournament there, and I think that was very important for us. And obviously playing in the Summer Cup, like with the Mexican teams, I think that was fantastic, not only for us as a club, but for the league and for the teams. I think it only makes the players better to have different stimulus, playing against different oppositions, different coaches, and definitely different environments when you travel away from home. So I think it's a very positive experience, and I think everyone could see, last year, probably before the tournament, everyone was thinking that it was going to be one of the American teams that was going to win it. Finally, it was us, but, all the Mexican teams, or in this case, a couple of them were in the semifinals and one in the final. So I think it's very important that we take every game, starting with the one tomorrow, like a very important and really understanding that we're playing against great teams. Like obviously we know well Lucia Garcia, Burki, Kilnick, like they have a very strong team. So we need to be our best in every game to make sure that we are able to win again. No?
Yeah. Y como jugadora, ¿cómo te preparas para jugar 3 partidos en 6 días?
Bueno, sobre todo, ¿no? Intentando llegar lo mejor posible, ¿no? A nivel mental, porque evidentemente cuando hay tan poco tiempo estás cansada, pero bueno, también somos muchas jugadoras, no tenemos mucha oportunidad de rotar, es importante. También tenemos un equipo competitivo, pero bueno, sobre todo a nivel mental, ¿no? Intentar llegar lo mejor posible, recuperar lo máximo después de cada partido para aportar el máximo. Pero bueno, es difícil cuando hay tantos partidos tan seguidos.
¿Y cómo te sentís jugando en Manhattan, en Icon Stadium, en lugar, no es Sports Illustrated Stadium, pero es ¿cómo te sentís jugando ahí?
Pues justo hoy hemos estado entrenando, la verdad que también, o sea, iría a otros sitios, ¿no? Que la gente no tenga la oportunidad de venir a vernos en otro estadio que esté un poco más cerca también de Nueva York, pues para nosotros también es importante, ¿no? Pero sobre todo que vengan los fans ahí, que sigamos sintiendo el apoyo que sentimos, ¿no? Da igual dónde y también es importante.
Sí. And then back to you. As a coach, how do you approach, like the 3 games in 6 days and rotating the roster and player management for that?
Yeah, I think for us, one thing that we speak a lot internally is that everyone needs to compete for their place to play, and they need to earn it with their commitment, attitude, and performances, and that's why everyone is ready. I think this season we've had, unfortunately, a lot of situations, whether it was players banned after red cards, injuries, and I think the team has always shown, whatever it was with more senior players or with rookies, they were ready to compete in every game, and I think in these weeks, obviously, it's also a good moment for everyone to be not only ready to compete just in case it's needed, but like really being ready to compete, because as you said, 3 games it could have been probably 9 days. Maybe we will have played Friday and maybe Sunday, but we were playing Sunday and Saturday, and then this game in the middle, which is obviously not ideal, but it's what it is. We can't control that. And then, the players have been fantastic. I have a fantastic coaching team as well that's working a lot of hours to make sure the team is ready, and we're really excited for the game tomorrow. No?
And are you already prepared? I know weather delays was a big conversation this past week all over the country, and it is rain in the forecast on Wednesday, tomorrow night. Are you talking about that, preparing that with the team? How do you approach the potential of a weather delay, knowing that you already have all these different complications with the player management?
Do you want me to reply, or Esther? Esther, que el weather delay, que como nos preparamos para el weather delay, que a lo mejor, o sea, que lo de la lluvia, que puede que haya mañana lluvia en el partido, que cómo nos preparamos cuando eso pasa y esto.
Bueno, es difícil prepararse para eso, ¿no? Porque al final es verdad que haces calentamiento, te preparas todo, ¿no? Para intentar jugar de seguido, que creemos que es lo ideal. Pero bueno, en ese momento también al final tenemos que pensar que queda más tiempo, ¿no? Estar tranquilos. Hay que condicionar un poco muchísimas cosas, porque también la alimentación es importante. O sea, el otro día al final es como haces todo para jugar un partido normal, pero luego pasan estas cosas, así que ahí también es importante también preparar un poco cómo gestionar esos periodos en los que metes gel, metes comida, cada uno cómo hace sus rutinas, pero bueno, también prepararnos para saber que esas cosas pueden pasar y para intentar rendir al máximo, y al final forma parte también del juego.
Sí. Y siendo el año pasado ganaron el torneo y ahora están jugando con la mentalidad de ser campeones del año pasado, ¿eso te ayuda como jugadora en la competición?
No, la verdad que el fútbol no se vive del presente, ¿no? Lo que hayas hecho anteriormente, la realidad es que no sirve para nada. Si nosotros sabemos que es una nueva competición, disfrutamos muchísimo de haber ganado la anterior, pero sabemos que va a ser una competición también diferente, difícil. Cada partido es realmente muy exigente. Es verdad que al final no llegas también a estos partidos en las mejores condiciones porque vienes de jugar antes, así que es una competición difícil, bonita, y que también como jugadora, como equipo, nos hace unirnos mucho para sacar lo mejor de nosotras.
¿Y qué piensa que significa esta competición para el crecimiento del deporte femenino?
Es bueno, ¿no? Cuando yo llegué a esta competición no existía, ¿no? Ahora también formar parte, ¿no? De este inicio de la competición, ¿sabes? Me siento afortunada también que Gotham, ¿no? esté dentro de esta competición. Hay otros equipos que no lo están y es como, creo que es importante también, ¿no? Que como equipo, como club, que podamos representar, ¿no? Y formar parte de también lo que conlleva jugar este torneo. Entonces creo que es importante.
Sí. And for you, is it better because last year it was kind of like the announcement was pretty abrupt when you found out that this was happening midweek games, but having that experience now and knowing maybe having more time to prepare, did that help having that experience, but also just having the time to kind of plan out your schedule?
Yeah, I think this year it was a lot better. There was a lot of collaboration between NWSL, Concacaf and ourselves, because it's extremely demanding, the league how it is already with the traveling, and obviously when you're not only going around the US, but you're also going to other countries, obviously it's very big distances. So I think there was a much better collaboration this year. Obviously, this week is maybe not ideal, but at least we are playing all the games at home. Then when we're going to the West Coast, to play San Diego and Bays, the moment that we're going to Canada as well during the week, so those things definitely help, because it's very demanding for everyone, especially obviously for the players, but for the staff. We want to make sure that we're ready to compete, to win, and to do that on a safe manner. And I think the collaboration between the clubs, in this case us, Gotham, then WSL and Concacaf, it is key for the success of the competition. And I think obviously last year was a bit more challenging. It was the first time, a bit late announcement, wherever it was, but this year there's been a much better collaboration, and I think that is very much appreciated by all of us.
And has the team been at the stadium practice? I know you had an open training last week, but have you been having your trainings there? How have you been preparing from that perspective?
Well, really, it's obviously a little bit far from here, so we did an open training session there last week, and it was a great trial run for them to see the pitch, to feel it, for us to know a little bit of obviously a new facility, and I think it's a great place. The pitch was fantastic. As Esther said, I think it's really important. Obviously, we live in, we represent New Jersey and New York, but I've been here 3 years. We've been playing always as a home team in New Jersey, so playing in New York one game is also important. And there is a lot of fans that probably can't come to this game that normally it's a bit more challenging. From the meetings with them, that we got a fantastic fan base. We got people that comes from Philadelphia, from Boston, from 3-hour drive, 4-hour drive normally. So, having maybe one location that saved them sometimes somehow, hopefully it's also helpful for that people that are really the reason that we do the job that we do, no?
Yeah. Y para Esther, obvio, como dijiste, como la primera vez que pasó esta competición el año pasado, y también ahora estamos pensando en el futuro que va a haber el Mundial de Clubes. ¿Y cómo te sentís como jugadora, la oportunidad de poder jugar en un Mundial con tu club en el futuro?
La verdad que yo creo que las jugadoras, ¿no? Siempre queremos jugar también contra las mejores, ¿no? Y al final, evidentemente, esta competición, ¿no? Te da la oportunidad de enfrentarte a otros países, de tener la oportunidad, ¿no? De enfrentarte a los mejores clubes, a las mejores jugadoras. Así que también a nivel, ¿no? personal, pues te hace prepararte muchísimo para esos momentos, ¿no? Para estar preparada, para llegar lista, para ser capaz de sacar tu mejor versión. Y estas competiciones al final te dan esto, ¿no? Tener la oportunidad de cada día ser mejor, ¿no? Y entonces estamos felices, estoy orgullosa, ¿no? De estar en Gotham y de poder tener la oportunidad de jugar esta competición.
Yeah. And final question. As a coach, how do you envision, or are you expecting to rotate the roster maybe a little bit more differently, especially the duration of this tournament, knowing you have the NWSL also at the same time? Will we see a lot more rotation from you from that perspective?
Definitely, in order to keep the players safe, I think it's something we need to consider. I think we're going to have a very competitive team tomorrow night. We're going to have a very competitive team on Saturday. And that's why I trust, and we do the work that we do with the players collectively and individually. We try to make sure that everyone is prepared, that everyone has, as I said, have a fantastic coaching team that pays a lot of attention to the individual. We have individual development programs and coaches really specific almost for everyone, to make sure that every player is ready when it's called upon. I think that we've had this year every single player, apart from one, has debuted already. We've had 9 new professionals getting their first professional game this year with us here at Gotham, and they've shown that they are ready. Some of them have made it even to the national team, like Lily, Sarah. I think for us, that's something that we take a lot of pride. And then obviously there is other more experienced players like Esther or Anne or Jess, Emily, that they obviously have a bit more experience in terms of how to manage 3-game weeks and travel internationally and stuff. I think we got a very good mix, and as Esther said, it's a great opportunity for everyone to push each other, to help each other, to make sure that whatever you're starting or not, you're ready to help and win. And I'm really, really excited for this game tomorrow. No?
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you. Good luck. Buena suerte.
Incredible. I think that will do it for us. Thank you guys for the time, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.